Hello everyone, I am Undead Horde, aka Nathaniel, and welcome back to my channel. This, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a very historical moment type video. But before we get into that, let's get our daily login reward going on here. We are on day 10. You know, I think day 10 here is a pretty good day for these events to be taking place. I am far and away so very excited for what is about to happen. You guys are not even ready for what's about to take place. But we do have to do a little bit of housekeeping stuff first. As you can tell here, we did do a lot of arena. I'm sorry, not arena. We did a lot of some of these rewards and stuff already. I had to run through a lot of campaign before I could start doing this video. It is midnight. I will give that away. It is now midnight that I'm making this video, but it's totally fine. It's all right. We needed this to happen this way. So we only have a couple more of these to go through. So completing today shouldn't be too bad. Getting through this stuff relatively quickly here, which is good because we have a lot of additional things that have to take place on this account today, and we can't be doing that if we're we don't want to be taking up too much of y'all's time, but we still got to get this stuff out there. All right, so like I said, very fast housekeeping stuff, just getting some of this crap moved along so we can actually get into the real genuine meat and potatoes of this episode. All right, everyone, it's the big moment. You see this, you see him right here. Do you see what that little red dot is? That means he can be ranked up. And yeah, this is a very, very big moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are about to get our very first 6-star in this account. Actually, this is going to be my very first 6-star champion ever. I have never 6-starred a champion. So not only is this a historical moment for this account, this is an historical moment in my raid career. Let's do it. And there it is. 6-star, baby. I actually did mean to take a picture of all of his stats first and compare and contrast the stats, but all well. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to do this, but we will get there eventually. And we do have the good old XP barrel that will bring him up to absolute max. 500,000 silver, but it is absolutely worth it. So here we go. UDK level 6, baby. Or rank 6, level 60. The stats go absolutely crazy. Like I said, I don't remember what they were beforehand, but let me tell you what, this looks juicy. So, with all that being said, we got a couple things we got to complete on our missions. As you can also tell here, guys, we're at 707 gems. We're only 93 off from being able to buy all of his masteries as well. So that'd be very exciting stuff as well. Not much going on. We're just going to grab a couple of champions that we want to level up on this account and get this done. We did ran out of all of our multi-battles, unfortunately. So I am going to have to gonna have to do this without them today. But that is a-okay. I'm not even paying attention to the... I don't know if how much the damage has actually changed. It's gotta have changed at least a fair bit, right? I mean, the stat difference has gotta be quite massive between 5 and 6 stars, but 8. Alright, so that's 1. And then we will replay this. We're going to see if the stat increased, if by getting up to level 60 is enough of a stat increase for me to make it through hard. Campaign 12 and being able to complete that. If we can complete that, then that gives us access to an ancient shard, which is what we want, and that would be lovely to get on the ye old account here. So we do have some arena to go through. We have unlocked a live arena, or I'm sorry, tag team arena. I am not going to be participating too much in this as of right now. I should start just because there's so much stuff that you can get out of it, but I digress. So we're going to hop on. We're going to try to get our 5 battles out of the way here. Hopefully find ourselves a couple easier matchups for the lads and get through this type of stuff quickly. We are sitting on some stuff to rank up, but we want to wait so we can do that as a part of a mission and not just doing it willy-nilly, because I'm going to have to do it for one of the the Arbiter missions, I believe. It has me does it, so I do want to wait on that. Which we are stuck in the Arbiter missions. I have to do... I forget what I have to do for it. It might be something to do with Arena. Actually, I might be getting a certain number of wins in Arena, ironically enough, if I'm not mistaken here. All right. Third battle. Got to see that my computer wants to work with me today, which is big ups. Can't, oh, you know what? I mean, if I do be losing, it's not going to be overly surprising to me. Like I said, it feels like the stat increase should have done a lot, but I'm almost wondering if it doesn't do as much as I think that it should, and I might just be thoroughly mistaken between level 50. But I've always heard like the difference between like level 50 and level 60 is like night and day, and it's like I don't know. I feel like I've heard that before. I feel like there's been some players absolutely who has stated that. So, but I digress. We'll know for true going through Arena. Or not going through Arena, going through Campaign hard. Because I know how I was able to do in that. And if I'm still stuck at the same point, then the increased stat literally doesn't mean anything. And that I'm just going to have to focus on trying to get the artifacts that I need. And that would suck. It would suck if I did all that work and the stats were like, nah, well, you know, negligible. What I'm thinking is, if I'm like really looking at it, I think the HP. I think there's a good difference in HP, which is really helpful. And I think that's where a lot of it is going to be coming from. No more. I'm done. Completed that. We are tomorrow's mission away from that. We got 2 ancient shards here. I think one of them was from a tournament, something or other. and one of them for sure was from the shop. So we're going to wait on those. We're going to wait on those until we can see if we can beat campaign and do them alongside of the sacred shard. But if not, whatever. We are not going to do super raids on these. We're going to run just the UDK and see if there is any difference in this run. So I do feel like the biggest difference, or like the biggest thing that I have to fix about UDK is his crit rate. His crit rate is pretty atrocious. So I think if I had that up just even a little bit higher, he would do so much better. Survivability seems pretty decent so far. I think I'm correct here. I think a lot of it just comes from the HP. I think there is such an increase to the HP that he should become so much harder to kill due to the healing that happens between his self heal and between and the artifacts and the lifesteal artifacts should make him just so much harder to keep dead. Not bad. I do wish I had more books on him. That's like the biggest thing right now that I could, it was like, if I could get anything right now on this account, it would be more books for UDK. But that takes time. We got one. We do have one. So it's a step in the right direction, but he needs a fair bit more than just the one, unfortunately. And I didn't even get the one to win that I really wanted to be. We are going to win this. I do have fears for continuing on in these runs about how well I'm actually going to be able to do. But as of right now, we did beat another one. I do have a ton of runs to make though, and if they're all going to be like 2 minutes long, that sucks. I wish they were shorter, but UDK is not what we're going to call the fastest campaign farmer out there. Mainly because he doesn't have an AoE on his A1. And that's extremely hurtful when it comes down to really trying to do campaign farming. Like, to farm up food was just so slow. I was like running close to like 2.5 minutes every single time or on my runs, and so it was just taking forever to farm up food. But I really buckled down today to make it happen, and I'm so glad I did. I don't think I'll ever regret. I won't regret having him at level 60. For sure. I just might not see as much of that power increase as I was hoping to. Now I don't know who my next... right now I'm in a position where it's like, who's going to be my next level 60? And realistically speaking, I'm going to be probably a little bit more focused on getting more people up to level 50 and then deciding who my next level 60 is going to be. Nobody on the account is like really sticking out to me being like, oh yeah, definitely you. It's definitely got to be you. It's just not, it's not quite there. I'm sure there's like some, like the bloat wraith would probably, like realistically should be like my next level 60 between the bloat wraith or the corpulent cadaver. Those two, like, if we're being completely realistic when it comes down to it, those two, one of those two really should be my next level 60, but neither one of them are even level 50. And so that is like the main focus. But I'm thinking if I get everybody on the account to level 50, and if they can ascend, then full ascensions there, and then kind of pick and choose, because that also gives me more chance to possibly pull maybe somebody just straight up better. Like, I could pull another like legendary, and it could be like, all right, well, clearly it'll be this. That's gonna have to become level 60, clearly. So, not quite there yet, not fully sure, but we'll see. Like, there's some champions I think would be funny, but I don't need funny right now. I do eventually want everybody to become level 60. Like, that's just the true case in point. But right now we do need to be taking this seriously, and I am, for sure. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm very much taking this seriously, but we really need to start having a better focus now that we have our first level 60. There needs to be a bit more of like an actual focus on like, what do I do next? What is going to be the next goal? Who's going to be like the next like big champion for me? And how am I going to go at this? Now, I do have a few ideas on this account that are fun ideas that I want to figure out, but a lot of my time and energy has been spent on farming up the food, and now that I've done that, I can start putting more time and energy into these other builds that I want to work on, and which is really exciting to do. So it does look we are clearing. I mean, they're not fast runs by any means. Like I said, we're hitting 2-minute long runs, but we are winning through them, and pretty convincingly, I might add. It's not like we're like, oh, on the skin of our teeth, if we got hit like one more time, or if RNG was like a little bit more different, we would have like lost. Like, that's not the case at all, which is good. That's exactly where you want to be at. But I wish they were just faster. I'm just not getting the damage output that I want. Like, I would love to be in a position right now which when the A2 goes off, I'm actually clearing waves and not just doing like half the HP of the champions on, and like that's it, you know. Like, that's probably the most hurtful thing right now of like what's going on. And in some situations, not even half the damage. Like, it's not great. But that's just artifacts. That's nothing, really nothing more, nothing less to it than that. It's an artifact issue that I need to resolve once I get the ability to get there and to do that. So this one's probably going to be longer than 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't see me beating this section in 40 seconds, unfortunately. It's not bad, though. Like, I'm grateful that I'm actually able to at least do it. It brings, like, a lot of hope. And does bring me opportunity to maybe be able to make it through Brutal. Even parts of Brutal, to start collecting some of those rewards would be really, really nice. Alright. Not bad, not bad. There's no way, like, I would also be like, well, I could start beating 12-3, and I'd be like, that'd be crazy, but don't think we're quite there yet. We still definitely need some better gear before I doing all that. And they would be slow. Like, they would be slow runs for sure. But in some regards, I'd much rather take the slow run and be able to complete, like, if I could 12-3, but it'd take me like 2.5 minutes to do it or something. If the XP genuinely looks like it's like worth it to do that, then I probably would. Like, if the math works out in which it's like I could do 4 runs on here in the same amount of time that I could do 1 run on here, but I'm still receiving like 20% less XP by doing the 4 runs over just like the 1 run. I'd much rather take the 1 run. It'd be a lot better too for multi-battles that way. So, yeah. Not bad. Not bad. All right, UDK. Starting to take some people out. What are we on? What is this, stage 6? Are we on stage 6 already? I don't know if we might be. We might already be on stage 6, which would be really good. Okay. The boss does worry me, but maybe we just might be healthy enough. Like that just genuinely might be where we're at, which is feels so good. And the fact that we can survive long enough to even have the A3 proc is where we... That was only like a minute and a half run, so that's not bad. Alright, moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Can we beat through 7? Can we beat Hard 12, Stage 7? And if we can, this is 2 historical moments to have happen on this account. Being able to beat this run for the very first time, or 3 historical moments, being able to get our very first sacred shard on the account, which would mean a lot and would be a very fun summoning time, I might add. And me really nervous to do the summon, I'm not gonna lie to you. Just the way that things have gone on the old account, it does feel like it would not go my way, but we gotta do it. You know, you never know until you try, and that's just the way she goes, you know. And obviously comes very true for this game. But also, like, you can take that just straight up into, like, real life as well. And not that we need to have, like, a philosophy moment in the middle of this video. But it's very true where a lot of people are just like, well, they just don't want to try things because X, Y, and Z. But it's like, you never know. You never know. Like, YouTube for me. It's like, I've tried on and off, but it's like, I thought about doing raid. In the past, I'm like, no, why would I do raid? Nobody's going to watch it. There's better content creators out there. Nobody's going to care at all about me if I do this. So there's no point. And genuinely, for a while there, that was like the thing. But it's like, you know what? I can't think that way. I just have to go for it. Because I have an idea, I have a unique idea that I need to present to the world and see how the world takes it. And you know what? You guys, the world has been taking it pretty good from the seams of it. Ooh. We're doing decent damage. Are we going to have enough healing? The problem is the... Okay, we are gonna have enough... Ooh. The block heal there was actually really bad. I didn't realize he had a block heal. It doesn't matter anyways. Holy crap, we did it. Oh, wow. And there it is. Sacred Shard. How many, 25? It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Market. Can we get another Ancient Shard? No. Let's move into doing the summons. And then we will do... Ooh. Progressive chance. Nobody here is worth it. I guess we'll just pick someone for the future. All right, here we go. And then after this, it's Demon Lord, and we can end up the video. And Elhain, that's great. Come on, baby. Oh, you're cool. I do like the look of you. And I've messed around with him before, so I'm definitely not against them. Okay, what are we at? We only have to do 1/4 and the ascension on that, and then that's completed. Let's look. Do we have any other type of shard here? I'm stalling out on the sacred. I do apologize, but it's kind of building up the moment here, you know. Kind of gots to continue. Okay. All right. Let's do it. We have epic or legendary, so we're guaranteed an epic here. Oh, who do we really want to see? We definitely need to see an Undead Horde. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that, or ifs, ands, or buts about that. It has to be an Undead Horde. That's what we really need to see right now. And let's go for it. Let's go for it. Anyone, any Undead Horde champion. Oh, Cage Breaker. Oh, that sucks. I was so looking forward to it. You know, I was like, yeah, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get there. It'll be crazy. And it's like, no. Actually, just no. Well, you win some, you lose a lot. That's kind of the name of the game of the account as of right now. For me, you can see I actually did eat through a lot of rare champions that I had, just so I can get some of the upgrades done and save myself some time. So, and I also figured I'm probably going to get them back pretty easily, and it's going to be a while before I need them, so I might as well eat them. I'm going to go through these last 10 mystics, because we at least have a chance of a rare champion here. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. It's time. Let's jump in. We're going to do Demon Lord. We're going to do it the same way we did yesterday, in which we're going to just cut. We're going to make some cuts. We're going to and see how well we do. I am expecting better things, though, from the UDK. I'm expecting higher damage. We've been able to make it to, like, I can't remember, 8 something, 830, 840. It's kind of like where our max is around. So we're going to see how much further we can break past that now that we have the UDK where he's at. So I'm going to cut, and then we will be back when it's just UDK left and see how well he does. Alright, so I'm back. It is just now down to the UDK. So we're going to see how well he does here. I really want to catch these last few moments here on camera. Hopefully he won't go for too long. I mean, I shouldn't say that, right? We want him to go as long as possible, get as far out as possible. But at the same time, it'd be a lot of me being on camera through the section if he went for too long. And we are trying to save some type of time in these videos. Already beating out his damage. Actually, I think we were at 8-6 something before. Maybe that's what it was. We are going to make it to 9. Now. Whoa. Yeah, it's pretty good. Seemed like we had a bit of a couple of weak hits there in a row or something or other. Nothing overly impressive. Yeah, we are not getting the strongest hits in here. But some are decent. Okay. The stun sucks. The heal. Wish I had slightly more resistance. Or whatever it is. To prevent the stunning from happening. But our damage is getting in there. We're already at a mill. I hate to... No, I don't want to jinx anything. We need to have his A3 go off soon. There it is. Get comfy, everybody. Oh. The damage is getting so high at this point. Yeah, he must have damage scaling, right? Whoa. 1.19 million damage now. That's like a 240 or something increase from yesterday, and just by getting him up, that is beautiful. 743 himself. 743,000 damage himself is quite nice. And everybody else just is kind of bad, but that's fine. We're working on them. We really don't have better options coming in here as of right now. The Cadaver will be a better option eventually, but he's just not built for that yet. And so we do have to work on his build first before I can even decide that it's a good idea to start bringing him into Demon Lord. But once I do, he'll replace probably the Hellhound, and which should do pretty good. The Dompire, there's... No, I'm sorry. I don't know. They're not... None of them are great. Like, level 50 would help, but a lot of it is... It's just the artifacts. They just don't have anything phenomenal. I think if we got everybody like max like level 50 where they are, no artifact change, we might be able to one key. There might be enough of an additional damage output from everybody else that we could do it, which would be interesting. Alright, I've talked far too much in this section. I will cut once we kind of get towards the end of UDK's run now. We'll probably start slowing down and kicking in around the 900,000 mark. Alright, I'm back. We just made it above the 900,000 range. So we're going to kind of watch from here and see what happens. Because I feel like there's definitely a chance we could end up dying out sooner than we did last run. I feel like there's some situations which was kind of close, in which how the turns went, things kind of fell a little bit more in our favor for when the A3 procced and things like that. So we do have to be kind of careful in thought about what could happen with that. But we're keeping up pretty close at least. So not too bad at all. But we did end up breaking at 101 or 111. So not bad by any means. Pretty good key run there. Super happy about that. 88%, or we did 12% of the damage overall, which is super, super nice and definitely a strong point to be at. So very, very happy about that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see y'all here in another video soon. Peace.